Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting session hosted by Institute of Internal Auditors Madras chapter. So, behalf of welcome to you, sir. Our speaker for today, Rathinagiri, sir. So, it's my pleasure in introducing CA Rathinagiri, sir, to all our participants today. So, he is a CA with unique skills of coding, development, analytics. So he's a chartered accountant and he has around 25 years plus professional practice experience. And he is practicing with Shinpagamurthy and Co. in Kasi. He is involved in software and app development. He has, if not wrong, developed a language by himself. He supports client in implementing ERP and decision support systems. Apart from all his work profile, what he is famous for is for his ITT and advanced ITT classes in CA Institute. So he's one of the most favorite and most wanted faculties in all branches of CA Institute, if I'm not wrong. So apart from that, he also handles classes in other professional colleges and for ISA, Information System Audit course in CA Institute. So he is having a personal interest in 3D photography. He has also released book based on fractals. Fractals is one of the way of statistical imaging. Maybe during the class, he can give a small thing of what it is. So he is a person with a varied interest and very good friend, mentor, and guide to me and all his students. So it's first time he has joined us in IIA. So very happy to be associated with you, sir.
Thank you.
And very happy that you were able to join us today. So this was actually a long pending session, I think. Every time like some or other thing where we couldn't do it. So very happy today we are able to host here, and our past participants surely will be enlightened your tips, tricks, and your experience in analytics, because that's the thing. Most of the other practicing professionals, it becomes like analysis, data analysis, analytical procedures, and visualization becomes a secondary activity. But for you, since you are day in and day out working with it, I'm sure all of us are going to learn a lot of new things from you. We are eagerly awaiting. With no further delay, I'm handing over the session to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Deepika, for actually inviting me for this wonderful session. So I'm so happy and proud to be here with you, friends, in this wonderful evening. So actually, I want to share some of my experiences. Okay? So it's not about I'm taking classes and you are actually learning something. So it's about sharing some experience. Okay? I want to have some case studies. Okay? So previously, I was asking Deepika whether we can go for some hands-on session like that. But since it's only a very short period, 2 hours we are having. So let us have a demo kind of thing. But if you want to follow, you can follow also. Okay. So I have already shared the case study data. So first of all, let me tell you where from I have taken that data. Okay. So the source of the data. From that only you can understand. Okay. So let me try to share my screen first. Please confirm whether you are seeing my screen. Okay. So I hope you are seeing my screen.
Yes,
can you confirm? Okay. So today's topic is about data visualizations and storytelling. Now, let me quickly go through some basics. Okay? So I have already shared you a PDF file, which I have created for our maybe data analytics. Okay? So if you want to learn about data analytics with Power BI, so I have given a single PDF file, which is a mind map that I have created. So entire topic I have covered as a bullet points. Okay. So as a very elaborate one. So entire thing I cannot cover today, because today we are talking about visualizations only. Okay, we want to know about the data visualizations and then various tips and various tricks and techniques that we want to learn today. So if you want to go through these visualizations, normal Excel is having these many charts and Power BI is having these many charts. And don't think that only Excel and Power BI can do the visuals. Okay, it's about, there are so many products today. So dashboarding products, starting from Tableau Public and then Tableau or maybe your Google Data Studio, Power BI. So many tools are available. So if you want to talk about, so Tableau and then Power BI. And today we are having another kind of software called KNIME, totally open source and free. And Google Data Studio is also there. And very famous today, Zogo Books is also coming with so many kinds of dashboards. Okay? Every ERP is having their own dashboards. So how to go for it? Okay? That's what today we try to learn. So hope you may be having already have some experiences with this. Okay? So first of all, let me tell you about data visualization. Why visual? So why visual? So why we go to see it in visual form? Because our data is, our brain is actually visual brain. Okay, we have visual brain. So we can easily accommodate huge data using visual instead of numbers. Okay, if you want to confuse someone, then you can bombard with so many numbers. Okay, so if they are having more than 20, 30 numbers in a statement, immediately your focus is gone. But the same thing, if I am representing in a visual, then it will be entirely different. Even you may be already knowing about this concept. I think Deepika always actually mentions about it. So correlation coefficient and descriptive statistics, instead of seeing it in numbers, if you are seeing it in, because numbers can be sometimes misleading, but the same thing, if you are putting in a picture, then immediately you can easily properly understand. Okay. So let me quickly tell about where we can get the data. So data today you can get from everywhere. Okay. So today we are having data. There's so much of data available. Okay. We call it as big data. We call it as data pipeline today. So or even dataverse. So we can see that data is available everywhere. So in that case, how to select the data? From there itself, we are starting we are getting the problem. So how to find the source? That's where official sources, if you can get, that will be better, right? So for example, let me tell you, how many of you know about this particular website, which is data.gov.in. Okay, I have taken today's case study from that data only. So data.gov.in. So open government data. It is a solid source of our Indian data. Okay, if you want to take any kind of analysis, so here we have 6,01,053 Excel files. Okay, these many resources are available today. So for any data, you name it, you have it. Okay, such a kind of data resources available. So data.gov.in, very important source that we can get for Indian data. And we are getting data from any source. Okay, there are so many sources available. We can't even make a list. Okay, so entire world, Gaggle.com, like that. There are so many sources available for data. First of all, to understand or to make some kind of data visualization as a storytelling, as you can see, something called story. So why we are telling it a story? Because it requires creativity. So data visualization requires creativity. It is not just like that, putting some charts and then moving on. It's not like that. Okay. So we need some kind of creativity, curiosity. Okay. We need some curiosity. So example, I'll tell you. For example, let me tell about the case study number 2. Today, I'm going to talk about another case study. So 2 case studies. So the first case study is talking about import data. So import data of maybe our country for more than 6 years. From 2014-15 to 2019-20. Really amazing data that you are going to visualize today. And another case study is a recent case study, okay, that I have taken. Okay. For example, I hope you may be knowing about Bajaj Finserv company. So when I was just like that going through some paper, I have seen that newspaper public notice given by Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance Limited for action. Okay, that was actually designed, or actually that was action date is, I think you can see that 13th of February 2023, just 1 or 2 weeks before. So just 2 or 3 weeks before. So I have just come across this particular a small QR code available in the newspaper. And by scanning that QR code, I have got this PDF file. Okay. So which is nothing but a notification given by Bajaj Finance Limited, which is going for 108 pages. So the entire data of gold being auctioned, all these things are available. Okay. So that is what it is. By seeing a newspaper and then immediately getting the QR code or getting the data and then start doing the analysis. So that is the kind of thing. Okay. For getting inspiration, so you can go to this particular place. Okay. So which is again, you may be knowing about this particular website, but let me try to show it to you. Okay. So Tableau Public Gallery. So if you are searching about Tableau Public Gallery, that's a very important website. Every data designer or maybe every data visualization expert should see. Okay. So every day people are sharing their invention. Okay. That's why it's called even data science. So we are calling scientists for inventing something in the real life, that is science. But here we are having finding something in the data. So that is data science. So you are inventing something that nobody else have seen already in this world. Okay. So people are sharing like every day they are sharing. Okay. Think about it. Oh my goodness, there are so many visuals, okay, that you can see. By seeing this itself, we can understand or we can get some inspiration. Okay. So how people are doing this kind of analysis? Why not we? So why not us? So this is the question we have to ask ourselves and start doing it. Okay. So the easy way of learning data visualization is, first of all, by seeing examples. Okay. So seeing examples and started doing it. That's all. Okay. So let me copy and then put it here. So I will share this Excel file maybe later once the meeting is over. So I have given some two sources. One is for data, another one is for visualizations. Okay. Tableau is also having, Power BI is having so many, all these kind of Power BI products will be having it. And let me tell about another one, important one, which is again an important thing every person who wants to go for BA should be knowing, business intelligence. Okay. So R language. So very important one. So it doesn't mean that you have to learn the entire R language. Okay. So you may be telling, sir, I am not a technical person. Why should I learn? Okay. So this R language is not a technical language. It is about analytical language. Okay. So it's exclusively a language for analyzing the data. So that's why you must be knowing it. And R language is entirely free, open source, community developing, and then evolving language also. People are contributing to this R language in an enormous way. So we try to, even Power BI is also integrated with R language, okay, and Python. So Python or R language. So we must be learning at least how to run a script, okay, how to run a Python script in our system, that you must be knowing. And then another important thing is how to run R language script also in Power BI or in Power Query or wherever it is. So how will you interact or how will you maybe can interface with this two products? Okay? These two are, both of them are open source, both of them are free, both of them are community based. And in the case of Power BI desktop is free, Tableau Public is free, KNIM is totally open source and free, Google Data Studio is free, Zogo books maybe you may be getting from that particular ERP. So now let me go through the case study. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can raise your hands or you can ask me at any point of time. You can stop me. Otherwise, we can maybe get it maybe later also. Okay. So first of all, let me go through the case study, how or where I have got the data. I have gone to the open government data and searched for import. Okay. So import data. So commodity import, something like that I have searched. So once I have searched for commodity import, now you are having some, here you can see 5 data sets. Can you see this? Commodity wise details of import export value of cargo handled at minor ports of Karnataka maybe. So this one is, there are so many things available. India's import of major commodity groups from China. So commodity wise import of agricultural commodities only. So like that, we are getting so many kinds of things. Okay. Think about it. And this is the one I have taken. Principal commodity wise import for the year 15-16. 14-15, 16-17, 17-18, all these things are available. So that is what I have already downloaded and I have given. The raw data, I have not even changed a iota. So just like that, I have downloaded and shared with you. If I open the CSV file using a notepad, you can see that the data available in various columns, right? So product code, product description, unit of measurement, country code, country description, quantity, value in USD million. Okay. So now you are having how many rows here? About 9,585 rows. Okay. Really very huge data. Okay. Every country, how much we have purchased or for what is the value and all. By this, we can learn a lot of things. For example, price increase, gold prices, how it has been increased, okay, for the last 5 years. Like that, we are getting so many ideas from them. Okay. So really amazing, friends. Wonderful data for us. So 2014-15, 15-16, 16-17, like that. Every year, some officer is changing. Can you see that? So, for example, 2014-15 is having this data. I am taking the real life data. Okay. Let me go to 2019-20 and see the difference. Please see here, entirely different. Can you see this? This one is product code, product description, unit of measurement, something like that. But 19-20 is having only few columns: commodity, country, unit of measurement, quantity, value, which are all very essential columns only they have mentioned. Okay. All other columns we don't even require, right? Product code, country code. Who requires this country code and all? So that is why these 5 columns are enough. But we are having some data which is from various years given by various maybe officers. Okay. So every officer is thinking, okay, I have given full data. I want to give full data. So something like that. Columns may be changed. Column headings are changed. Some columns are omitted. So that is why we need some kind of standardization. So when we go for data visualization, we need first of all ETL. I think you may be knowing about it. So extract, transform, and load. I don't want to talk about much about this because I want to quickly go through this visual form. Okay. So how will we clean the data? So I'm going to quickly go through this, and I hope this particular program is also recorded. If you can't follow, not a problem. You please try to go through the video. I'll give my phone number, maybe the contact address later, so that if you want to have some doubts and all want to clear, you can straight away you can ask me, right? So extract from different sources like text, CSV, JSON, XML, PDF, ODBC, cloud. So like that, we are getting any kind of source. Okay, extract, and then transforming, cleaning the data. So clean the data, sanitize the data, and join, split, append, so merge. You can't even think about it. Okay, calculate, summarize, so pivot, unpivot. So like that, I can give the list is a very lengthy list. Okay, so and then I can have a transform. So transform itself is about various kinds of trimming. So like that, the list is very lengthy. Okay. And then loading. So loading is also very important. We should understand. Load the data to a model. So I want to tell about 4 important words. Okay? Fact, dimension, measure, and then hierarchy. So let me quickly tell about what is fact. Fact is nothing but truth about something happened. So what is a dimension? Dimension is nothing but an edge. Okay. So in other words, something like master data. We can say master data. In other words, by which we can measure something. Okay. Dimension is a concept where we have something called edge. Okay. Hard edges. So hard edges. Okay. What are the hard edges? Something thickened. Okay. Something thickened. Okay. For example, some customer repeatedly is getting, then automatically you are getting something hard edges. Okay. So that master data, customer data, or whatever it is, customer region. Example, I'll say, so customer, region, or maybe place, employee, time, and then we can say category of products. So like that, I can say, so products, department, like that, I can make a list. Okay. So facts are nothing but transactions, snapshots, summary. So whatever it is. And then here we can see the measure. Measure is nothing but the unit of measuring any data or any fact. So usually in summary form, usually, okay, it need not be summary always, but usually in summary. So, and then what is hierarchy? Hierarchy is nothing but levels of dimensions. So example, I can say, if you are taking time as a dimension, starting from decade, and then maybe year, quarter, month, week. So all these are various hierarchies. If you are taking place as a dimension, then I can start from country level. So once you are entering into the country level, then we can go for state level, district level, city level, street level, home level, right? So such a kind of hierarchy that we can see. If you are seeing employee as a hierarchy, then you can say CFO, and then supervisors, managers, so something like that. So in other words, let me put everything in a single sentence so that we can understand the concept of data analytics. Okay. So dimensions in different levels of hierarchies are measured by facts. So that's a single sentence. I have used all these words. Okay. Are measured by facts only. So dimensions in different levels of hierarchies are measured by facts. In other words, we always see it as a model. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, the loading the data to a model. So for example, fact table surrounded by dimension table. So fact surrounded by dimension. So this is one dimension. This is another dimension. So I can copy and paste it here. I can paste it here. So this is nothing but star schema. You may be knowing about schemas. So I want to put two important pictures here for you. I think I have already given it in the in our analytics also. You can see it here. So I think it is available. I'll show you. This is it. So this is about the star schema, snowflake schema. And I have already told you measurement. How you are using the same measurement for different dimensions. For length also, I'm using the inch tape. For height also, I'm using the same inch tape. Like that, by using the same total sales, I am applying for a customer-wise total sales, product-wise total sales, region-wise total sales, like that we are seeing. So same measurement is actually measuring multiple dimensions. So that's the concept, fact table in the middle, surrounded by dimensions. Okay. And once you are getting the data cube as a multi-dimensional approach, then I am having 5 operations: pivoting, drilling down, rolling up, slicing, dicing. All these things, how we can do it in our data, that we will see. Okay, so once we have understood about the concept, now let me go for a case study. So this is the first case study. So how to extract the data from different sources, and then how we are trying to put it into action. Okay. So please here, I'm going to quickly go through this extraction, transform, and loading. So extract, transform, loading, we are using Power Query. So Power Query is used for ETL, which is again having something called M language, which is again data mashup language, which we did not even learn. Okay. So because every day, see, already we have learned about R language. Now I am telling about M language, and then I will tell about even DAX also. So complicated. Okay. It's not about learning something new. We have already known about it, but the syntax, and then we learn how to apply only. So data mashup language, and most of the things are today no code, low code. So no code, low code. Either you will be writing either you won't be writing any coding. If at all you are writing any coding, it's be very less. Okay. So Power Query is used for ETL, and then Power Pivot is used for data analytics and visuals. And here we can see something called DAX language in Power BI. So today I am taking Power BI as the tool. So Power BI is consisting of Power BI is equal to Power Query, Why I have taken Power BI as our tool? Because it is entirely free. So desktop version is free. So we can make use of it. Power Query plus Power Pivot plus Power BI visuals. So if you are putting all these things together, we are getting something called Power BI today. Let us try to learn that. Okay. So I am going to here. First of all, I want to get data from file from CSV because we are having only CSV files 2014, 15, 15, 16 and all. So how I am cleaning the data? Please see this. So let me try to go to CSV file. Where is our file? Let me try to select that. So Power BI, IIA Chennai, and then case study 1. So I will be selecting 2014-15 data. Since our data is already structured, okay, not a very big cleaning can need to be done, but we go to rearrange the data properly. We go to make the column headings. Okay, that's what we have to do. So I'll transform the data. So transform. Okay, once you have extracted, I want to transform the data. That is cleaning the data, sanitizing the data. 2014-15 data is brought inside. Now let me try to get the 15-16 also. Right click here. So right click, make a new query. Again, I want to go to text or CSV. Immediately you can go to this place. 15-16 also I am importing. System automatically brings the data. I can say okay. So now we have got 15-16 also. Let us go for 16-17. So again, make the new query. So 16-17. Let me get the 17-18 data also. So new query, text or CSV, 17-18. So you may be asking, sir, how to go about this? Okay. So let me give you one trick or one tip here. So when you want to do any kind of transformation and all, please go by your intuition. Okay. What is the kind of intuition? The intuition is like this. How will you manually do? So if you are doing the thing manually, how will you do? I will rename the columns, okay, something like that. So that is the concept. Okay, rearrange the columns and then put it in a single table, and then I will try to analyze. I will make some years here. So please see here. So the data is available, but I want to clean the data and make ready. So make ready the data for analysis. Then we do the analysis. Okay. Please see how beautifully we can create some visuals. Okay. So now we have some 6 years data from 2014-15 to 2019-20. And in the year 1920, we are having commodity, country, unit, quantity, and here we are having some errors also. Can you see this? Once I am converting to numbers, I am getting errors because sometimes the quantity is not available. It is available as not available. You can see that NA, not available. So that is why I remove the change type. Every column or every row or every year, I am removing the last step so that I will change the type later. Okay, so that's what. So I am removing the change type in every query. So now we have 6 years of data. Now I want to see that last year I am having only commodity, country, unit, quantity, value in dollar. So let me give it as a US dollar million. I can name it as just value. Okay. So that we are having commodity, country, unit, quantity, value. So everything in capital letter. Power Query is actually case sensitive. So that is why we have to properly use the same heading in everywhere. So 2014-15, I don't even require product code. I don't even require the country code. Okay. So these 2 columns, we can remove it. So right click, remove columns. And product description, let me make it as commodity. And unit, I can make it as unit. Country, let me make it, the name is country. Okay. So I can rename it as country properly. It's a one-time exercise. And then quantity. And then last one is value. So like this, we try to make proper everything. And then 2015-16 also, no product code, no city country code is required. Let us remove these columns and again name it as commodity. And then unit, country, and then quantity, and then value in $1 million. Okay, value, just value. We can convert to maybe dollars later. Okay, $1 million are there, we can convert it. Very simple. Okay, just cleaning the data, calculate, all these things are possible. Okay, 2016-17. Let us again remove this country code and then product code. So remove this, and then I am getting this commodity. So likewise, you may be getting data from different years, Tally 2.5, Tally 3.5, Tally 6 version, Tally 9 version, any data. Data, if it is in digital form, we can import and then start doing the analysis. Only when you are having 10 years data, 5 years data, huge data, then we can see the patterns, finding the patterns and all. So let us try to do that. Okay, country and then quantity, then value. So let us again go for 1718. So again, here we are having only 5 columns. We can name it. Okay. So country, sorry, commodity, right? So commodity, unit of quantity, just to say unit, and then country. Okay. So quantity, and then value in $1 million. Let me make it as value. And then last one, 1819. So commodity, country, unit, quantity, value. So let us name it as value. So last 2 years, the data is clean. So now I have got all the columns proper. Okay, commodity, unit, country, and all. So now I want to differentiate which year it is. Okay, that's why I'm going to add a new column. This is for 2014-15. This is for 15-16. This is for 17. So that I can make it as a single table. I want to make a single fact table, and then I can extract from multiple. From the data, I can extract the dimensions, and then we are creating the model. Then we go for data visual. So please stop me at any point of time if you have any doubts. Okay, so you can put it in the chat also. I think chat box is available for everyone. You can put it in chat. So now let me go for 16, 17, 17, 18, and all. Let me try to add a new column. So add a column, add a custom column. I want to add a custom column called year. So I'm adding a column called year where the data is equal to, I can say 2014-15. Okay. So 2014-15 is the year here. Likewise, I am adding a new column. Can you see that entirely data becomes 2014? Every row is containing 2014-15. Let us come to here again, add a custom column. I want to add, see, year. So adding a custom column is not that much custom. Okay, you can see it as it is very easy. Okay, 2015-16. Let me try to press OK. Likewise, I go for 16-17. So I'm adding a custom column again. So year 16-17. Likewise, 17-18. See the power of this tool, friends. Really amazing. Without even typing any coding, we are doing this. Okay. So I want to add a new column called year, which is 2017-18. From the next year onwards, I need to add only one column. Can you see that? Only one data, 2020-21, 21-22, something like that. Okay. So now I'll go for the next one, which is again, I want to go for a column. So year 18-19. Now we'll go for another one, 19-20. So I want to add a custom column called year 2019-20. I think now you can understand about the various data or maybe the columns we have created. So 2014-15, 6 columns. Every year is having the same column. Then I can make a single table. How to make the table? Append. Okay. So there are merging, appending is possible. So let us go for append queries as new. Okay. So I want to append a new query. So I want to keep these queries and I want to append as a new query. So once I append as new query, now the system will be automatically adding 2014-15. I don't want 2 tables. I want 3 or more tables. 2014-15 is already listed. So let us select from 2015-20. Let me try to add this. Now I am having 14-15, 15-16 in a proper order. I can rearrange also if I want, but I think no, not required. Once I press OK, I think someone has asked me a question. Chat box is disabled. Okay, so I think you can ask this in the QA. So question answer also. I will be keeping watching this. Okay. Can we enable it? Chat box, ma, Deepika or even IIA? Or otherwise not a problem. Okay. So appended, we have appended the data. Even though the column name may not be the same, for column name may not be in the same order. For example, 19-20, we are having commodity country unit, whereas 14-15 commodity unit country. That's not a problem, but it should be having the same column. Can you see that? So the name, column name should be the same. It need not be in the same order. Okay. So commodity, unit, country, quantity, value in which year. Okay. So now let us try to clean the data. Example, in the commodity, suppose if you are going through 1 year's data. So suppose if I go to this last year data. So that is why we have to go through the source data. If I go to the source data, we are having something called total in the last row. I don't require the total because we can take the total ourselves. So if at all there is any total, we can remove it. How to remove the total? Very simple. If the total is available in the commodity column, I will remove it. Okay. So please see this. In the commodity, if I am having total, let me say load more. And then entire data has been loaded. I'll go to total. I don't want this total. Okay. That's all. Once I press OK, now the system has filtered all the totals. Now we are having only the commodity data. So let us say commodity, unit of measurement, country, quantity, value, year. So the value I want to convert to fixed, that is currency, fixed decimal number, system properly converting into currency. But this is value in $1 million. So that is why I want to make it to dollar. So go to transform this column. I want to transform this column by calculating standard multiplication. If you multiply by 10 lakhs, that is nothing but 1 million. So I am 1 million I am typing. So once I multiply all the numbers by million, now this is the dollar value. So we are already easily converted into dollar. For example, $6,400 only. That need not be converted to millions. Okay, that's right. Now let us go for this quantity column. Quantity column also I want to make a calculation, but some of the items are not available. Example, we can say other commodities. For other commodities, we are not having the quantity, but gold we may have the quantity. Petrol we may have this quantity. So that is why I want to make it as a single data type, which is number. So we cannot have both numbers and text in one column. So let us convert this not available to 0. So right click, I want to say replace the values. Wherever you are seeing not available, I want to make it as 0. So how beautiful. This particular software is so simple. Once I have made it to 0, I try to convert to a whole number or maybe a decimal number. Now I can see there is no error. There should not be any error. Okay, valid 100%. And if you go to the view column profile also, you should not get any error. Okay, so here you can see profiling based on top 1000 rows only. If I go for entire data set, then the system will go through entire data set because every year it's having some 10,000 records. It's really huge data. Okay, so but the file is very small, but the data is so huge, 10,000 records every year we are having. So ultimately it becomes some 60,000 records. Okay, so column profiling based on top 1000 records here we are having. We can make it to entire data set also, but I think we need not do that. So now we have commodity, unit, country, quantity, value here. Okay, once we have done that, very important standard. Okay, what we have to do is source data we don't even require for analysis. Okay, so entire data I am just selecting and making it as a single group. Okay, made as a group as source. So now this becomes my data. So let me rename it as data, entire data. And here I don't want to load this data because we already have this data. So that is why I don't want to load this data. Right click, disable the load. So like this, I am doing it for all the tables. Okay, I don't want to load this data. That's what I am telling. This is also a very interesting area. Extracting, transforming, loading. So which one you want to load? I don't want to load everything. Okay, that's what. Now that particular queries we need not even see maybe in the future. We want to see only from the data. From the data, I want to create some dimensions. Okay, so right click, make a reference. So if that query is changing, this query will also change. Let me make commodities. So all the commodities I want to find. So right click, remove the other columns and remove duplicates. I want the list of all the commodities only. How beautiful, friends, with a single, just 1 second. Okay, we are doing this. That's really very nice. So I want to arrange by A to Z also, sort of ascending order. Now we are having starting from AC refrigeration, and then we are having some how many products? 166 products only. See that how we are reducing it. Okay, and then I go to data. So from the data, I want to get the countries also. So right click, go to reference. Let us make it as countries, list of countries. So from a basic data, how we are getting this analysis, that's what we are doing. So it's a wonderful, interesting case study, friends. Really, it will be beneficial for your clients also. Suppose if you are going for any import or export, any kind of suggestion, you can get the data from which countries you are importing for the last 5 years, 6 years. So the country is importing, like that we can find the price level. All these things are available. So country, let us make it as right click, remove other columns. So in the country also, I am removing the duplicates. Let us go for again ascending order. So I want to arrange by ascending order. So sort by ascending. Now we are having some countries, okay, from Afghanistan to US. Anyway, we are having some 240 countries. Now let us go for data again. I want to find the unit of measurements. So right click. I want to say again reference unit of measurement, EOM. See, all these are dimensions. We are creating from the fact itself, we are creating the dimension and then to measure it. Okay. So these are all edges. I want to find out which country, which commodity, like that I want to find, right? So unit of measurement by liter, how much we have received, something like that. Okay, I want to find. So remove other columns. So here also I want to remove the duplicates. Now I can see which particular units. We can see only 6 units. Square meter, numbers, liter, tons, kilograms, not available. Okay, so that's such a kind of a very simple unit of measurement only we are having in even for import. Okay, so now we have got data, commodities, countries, unit of measurement. We want time also as a dimension. So that is why years. So I want to put years also here. Which year it is? So in the case of years, I am selecting only the year. Right click, remove other columns. Again, make a remove duplicates. Okay, and then we can connect with the sort ascending order. It's already in ascending order. So 14, 15, 15, 16 and all. So now I have got all the factor surrounded by dimensions. Okay, so we have got years, unit of measurement, countries, commodities, data. I hope now we can enter into our visual form. So now let us try to close and apply. So if you go to file, close and apply, then which particular area is over? Power query is over. Okay, extract, transform, load. Okay, so now only we are trying to load the data. So file, close and apply. So once I have applied the data, now you are getting the data as a model here. The system will be loading. Now only it is actually importing the data from CSV. Okay, can you see this? Every file is actually loading. When it gets loaded, let us go for the visualization. So various kinds of visualization is possible. First of all, let me tell about the various analysis. So we can do horizontal analysis, various kinds of analysis, horizontal, vertical, trend, and then ratio analysis we can do. And then apart from that, today we are having some 6 kinds of data analytics. So types of data analytics. So what are the types of data analytics? Descriptive data analytics. And then we have something called diagnostic data analytics. And then predictive data analytics. I want to predict something. Next year, how much I will import or something like that. Okay, predictive. And then prescriptive. I want to prescribe. Okay, prescriptive data analytics. And then I want to go for predictive, prescriptive, exploratory, confirmatory. So these are all various kinds of data analytics, and then text analytics also today possible. So all these are various kinds of analytics possible today. So horizontal analysis, we are having a chart, bar chart, column chart. I am straight away entering into visuals. Okay. So horizontal analysis, bar or column. When will you use bar chart? Can anybody tell, friends? Because column chart is also horizontal, bar chart is also horizontal. When we should use a bar chart? When should we use bar chart? Anyone, friends? When should we use bar chart? Because that's a kind of trick. Okay, so where should I use it? MS Azure on output through Power BI, it is much more easy as you will be providing referencing captions to different headers so easily there. Yes. Introduce mini bot. Yes. It can be done, as Raga is telling. So definitely it can be done. So if you are doing it, see, on a regular basis, on a daily basis, if you want to do it, we can do that. But since already data is I think we are using only one tool here. That's why, because I don't want to upload to any cloud and all. We are having the data in the desktop. So let us try to do it in desktop. That's what. Okay. So nothing wrong in doing in another way. Okay. So it's definitely possible. And then horizontal analysis, bar or column chart. So I have asked you when we should use the bar chart. Okay. So let us ask let the question be open. Anybody can answer. Vertical analysis, we try to use the pie chart, and trend analysis, line chart. So I want to say very important thing: when there is no timeline, there is no trend line. So when there is no, again another trick, another tip, okay, for you. When there is no timeline or any continuous line, any continuous data, there should not be a line chart. Okay? There should not be, or there is no line chart. So when there is no timeline, there is no trend line. That's what it is. Okay. For example, process 1, process 2, process 3. Then we can use that as a continuous process. Then from process 1, how much it has been reduced, something like that we can see. And then ratio analysis, very, very important. Again, we can use the scatter XY chart for that. See, correlation. I want to find out the relationship between two variables. So we can apply correlation or scatter XY here. And then types of data analytics, descriptive data analytics, various kinds of statistical measurements we have to do, starting from average, median. Then we have to see the IQR, interquartile range, and we are seeing the minimum, maximum, count. So once you have seen this, at least the 5 or 6, so outliers, I want to find out the outliers. So which are the highlights? So which are interesting? So all these things are available. Okay. Yes. Very interesting chart. Yes, definitely. Okay. Let me tell about it. Radar chart, where to use it. Okay. So let me tell about it. So various kinds of charts for how we are using. So in Excel, we are having some 11 charts. Okay. So let me tell about the radar chart as Raga is asking. So bar chart, column chart, and then pie chart, line chart, scatter XY chart. So these are all basic charts. Anybody can understand. Okay? So basic charts, anybody can understand. There is no technical knowledge required for understanding this. But what about the extended charts? So I am talking about Excel only, not Power BI. Power BI is also having this kind of charts, more than this, okay, hundreds of charts. But at least Excel, we are having this area chart, surface chart, bubble chart, donut chart, and then radar chart, and the last one is stock chart. So this is about in Excel. Area chart can be, see, I already told you about the bar chart, horizontal analysis. Column chart is also horizontal or categorical analysis. Very, very famous chart. Okay, bar and column chart is enough to tell about everything. Pie chart, vertical analysis. Line chart, trend analysis. Scatter XY, correlation or relationship. So that we have seen. And then area chart, mainly for BEP, break-even point. Okay, some kind of area, sales area, profit area, then cost area. I want to differentiate. That's area chart. And then today we are having a wonderful chart called ribbon. So ribbon chart, really amazing chart in Power BI. Okay, where we can compare various salesmen. Okay, various salesmen or various. I think we can compare with the what I can say, their achievements. Okay, salesman achievement. Okay, various achievements over the period. Okay, achievements over period. So who is getting the top one? Who is again coming to the top two? So something like that. One person in the top 3 is coming to top 1. Okay, we can easily see. Let me tell like this: top 10 customers for the previous 20 years. Can you take a list? Top 10 customers for the previous 10 years. So then those 10 customers will not be the same. Okay, can you see that? So that means some customers you have lost, some customers, new customers have come. So why these customers you have lost? Okay, something like that. That's the concept of data-driven decision making. So business intelligence. So surface chart is used for real 3D. Okay, Real 3D stands for what? X-axis. If you have X-axis, Y-axis, and Z-axis, then we will be using surface chart. Okay. Bubble chart is used for 3 variables comparison. And then donut chart can be used mainly for horizontal plus vertical. Okay. So in Excel, but in other things we are having this as a hole in a pie, but it's very much useful. Okay. Radar chart mainly used for categorical data analysis, and here we are having another kind of data analytics, seasonality. I want to find out the seasonality, sensitivity, and then I want to talk about, see, let me tell you the simple data, then you will understand. Okay? So a cyclic data. So if you have any kind of cyclic data, so let me try to compare. Example, let us say like this, January, February, you are having March. So I want to compare this data. Okay, so January, February, March, until I am pulling it to December. So now I have, after December, what are we getting? Again, January. Can you see that? So that is the kind of season I want to make, a cyclic data. So you have January to December data. I want to make after December, it will be coming for January. So that's why let us take sales, profit. Just quickly, I'm going to create some sample data here. So sales is equal to, let us assume that is random between 1000 to 1500. So this one is actually random between some 500 to 1000. Let us assume like this. Okay. So let me copy and paste everywhere. So let us try to create a chart for this. Okay. So this is nothing but perfect chart is even radar chart. Okay. So let us go to how many data points are there, that many axes are there. Okay. So here we are having 12 data points, 12 axes. If you are having 365 days, one full circle will come. Can you understand? So that's where radar. So let's go to insert radar chart. So let me go for this one here, okay, radar chart here. So let me fill with the data here. Okay, so hope you can understand. So January to February, December after January. So whether any month, which month it is so extreme, like that we can easily find. Okay, even for comparing with other 5 customers, 20 customers, then we can make it as a circle and then do it. Whenever you are pressing F9, you can change it, right? So the random data is changing. I can see that sales is increasing, but the profit is not increasing. Like that, we can easily find, okay, some kind of anomaly from the data. We can quickly see this. Really interesting chart. Thank you for asking it, Radha. So now let us go for our own data coming back here. So here now I think we have got the entire data here. Okay, all the fact and dimensions have come here. So let us come to the data. Then you can easily see that already it is connected. Can you see this? So really amazing. Okay. So the data is already connected one to many, one to many, one to many, one to many. So fact table surrounded by dimensions. So if it is not connected, then we have to connect. This year is equal to this year. Okay, like that we have to connect. Let me show you at least one. Maybe you are already well versed in Power BI. So I'll quickly go through some kind of analytics now. So let me go to the report view. So straight away we can start preparing the visuals. So I want to prepare some visuals. For example, I want to find out, I think no one has answered for this all productivity related info. Which one? This radar chart. Yes. Even bar chart where we are using, let me tell you. So bar chart is mainly used for ranking. Okay. Bar charts are used for ranking. So let me put it here. So for ranking purpose, when should we use the bar chart? Mainly for ranking. Where it is? Here it is, right? Yes. So when should we use the bar chart? Ranking. For example, I want to say top 10 customers, top 3. So usually our brain is like this, okay, top 1, top 2, top 3. So like that. Now let me go for this Power BI here. I want to have some kind of a chart here. Okay, so we can create some measures if you want. Otherwise, since we are using a very simple measure only, what is the total, what is the count? Okay, so let us make it as what is the total quantity, what is the total amount. Okay, so let us create just 2 measures. So I'm going to data. So in the data, I'm adding 2 measures. Okay, let us try to add a new measure. Using the explicit measure is very useful. don't go for implicit measure because the visual and then the numbers that will not be formatted properly and we cannot reuse the same measure again. That's why. Okay. So now let me give the name as total import. Okay. So total value. So total value I can put it in is equal to. So total value is equal to, let us say, sum of data and then value. Okay, that's all. So now I have made total of this and I'm trying to convert it to currency dollar. So I'm putting it in English US and then I'll go for total value here. Okay. And then US dollar, put it as 0 decimals. I'm going to use as dollar and then 0 decimals. Okay. So now let us go for another one. Total value we have found, total quantity also let us see. So let us go to data. Again, I'll add another measure. So total value. Since we don't have individual date, I am not creating the date table. So let me give the name like this. So I have added only total value, total quantity. So total quantity is equal to sum of, again, value, data, quantity. I want to add. Okay. So this one we can make it as general or fixed with 0 decimals or 2 decimals. Okay. So we can make it as a decimal number where I can say 0 decimals. That's all. Let us straight away go for some visuals here. So when we are preparing the dashboard, there is a very important thing we must keep in mind, a theme. So what kind of theme we want to use? In other words, first of all, I want to see country wise. Any country wise I want to see. Then another page I can go for commodity wise. So then we can have for a particular period I want to see. So something like that. Some kind of theme. And start from top and then go to the bottom level. In other words, start from summarized form. Then you can go to the detailed level, okay, from summary to detail, something like that, okay. Some kind of approach you should be having, and background colors and all, I don't want to tell that, okay, because creativity, that's no having, it's not having any limit, okay. Sky is the limit for your creativity, you can do anything. So now let us put some score sheets, okay. First of all, I want to put some score sheets. What is the total import for these 6 years? I want to find, okay. Let us put a score sheet here, a scorecard. So I want to put the scorecard in the bottom. So let us bring it into bottom and then put it like this. Okay. So let me try to put the total value here. Okay. What is the total value? The total value for all the years is about this much of dollars. Okay. Maybe the million or whatever it is. Let it come. Okay, 3 trillion. Okay. So if I don't want this 3 trillion and all, I want to make it as in millions or thousands. We can go here and then I want to see the call out value. So the call out value should consist of what? A display unit will not be units. I want to say in thousands. Okay. So these many thousands of dollars we are trying to import, or we can use it as million also. But okay, we can use millions. So this many millions of dollars for all the 6 years. Okay. And then we can put it in the some kind of background colors. We can do it later. So we have created the scorecard for this. Let us try to add another scorecard. We can copy and paste. Okay. So that one time we have created, we can make use of the copy paste. Okay. So that it will be automatically the same size and all. So instead of total value, we can use total quantity count also. Okay. How many total count? We can make use of it. Okay. So value, I can put it here. And then I want to make a count, not sum. Okay. Let us make a count. So now we can see there are these many count of records. Okay. So we can make it as, I don't want any thousands here, millions here. Let's make it as auto or none. So that how many records we are having? 60,140 records. And then I want to find out individually how many products available. So let us make another score sheet. Okay. Another scorecard. How many products? How many countries, like that? Okay. So these are all very simple score sheet. You may be knowing about it. So remove this. how many countries are there? Okay, so let me put the countries. So here I want a count only. So totally 240 countries. And then I want to copy paste how many products. Okay, so here we can use the products. Let me remove this. Number of products, commodities. So here also I'll make it as count. Now let us try to make some kind of chart here. So I want to put some, what I can say, top 10 countries. Okay, top 10 countries we are importing. So let us put a bar chart. This is where we are using the bar chart. So let us try to use the bar chart here. So let us put it in the, maybe here I'll make this as properly make into half of the area. So this is half of this screen. So I want to put the top 10 countries only. Okay. So let us put the country in the y-axis and then value in the total value in the x-axis. Very simple. So I don't want all the countries shown here because it's so huge. I want only the top 10 countries. Okay. So let us go for this country total value. Here we are, I think you may be knowing about it, not a problem. So I want to make the total, the country wise, I want to make a filter. So filter when I am talking about, so when we are talking about data, friends, see, how will you analyze the data? So let me tell about some 10 steps. So 10 steps of data analytics. Okay, recording, classifying, sorting, so summarizing. If somebody is giving you data, what will you do? Okay, so we will be started doing this, classifying the data, sorting the data, summarizing the data. Then we will create some reports, reporting the data. Then we are asking, or we are trying to find some kind of analytical steps. Okay, this is the data processing steps. And here we are having data analytical steps. Data analytical steps are ask a question. Okay, ask, prepare the data, process the data, again analyze the data, and then share. Okay, so APPAS, ask, prepare, process, analyze, share. Okay, this is what we are telling. So APPAS. So then data cube operations. Okay, if you do all these all these 15 steps, so what are the 15 steps? Pivoting, that is another 5. Okay, pivoting, dicing, slicing, and then drilling down, rolling up, right? Let me quickly tell about this. I think you may be knowing about this. So classifying here, what are the kinds of classifying? Number means 6 conditions. Okay, so sorry, text means 6 conditions. So we go to classify like this. Okay, text means 6 conditions. So what are the conditions? Starting from equal to, not equal to, begins with, so like that. Okay, begins with, ends with, contains, doesn't contain, like that. You'll ask. Okay, starting with the A character, how many countries are there? You'll be finding. Okay, classifying the data. So begins with, ends with, and then we try to find contains, doesn't contain. So this is about text conditions. What about number conditions? Okay, classifying. So let me put only the classifying here. Text qualifying, classifying I already mentioned. Number classifying, numbers. For numbers, there are 8 conditions. So what are the 8 conditions, friends? This is what I am talking about, the top 10 conditions. What are the 8 conditions? 8 way of visualizing. So again, equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than. So greater than or equal to, top or bottom. Very, very important. Okay, top or bottom. And then the last one is your between. So like that, we are asking so many questions. For date, there are many conditions. Okay, so starting from today, tomorrow, like that, we have so many conditions we can apply. So greater than 10,000 I want, less than 10,000 I want. Okay, all these things are number visuals. Okay, so I think another question has come. Okay. So now let me come back here. Top 10 only we want. So I want to filter on countries. So in the country, I want only the top 10 countries. Okay. Instead of basic filtering, I go for top N. So top of what? Top 10. Okay. Top 10 of what? By value. Okay. Which value? Which value is total value? Okay. So let us go for total value. Once I apply the filter, always it will be top 10. Okay. So now you can see top 10 supplies. Okay. And then let us come here and then we can enable the data label if you want. So we can switch on the data label, how much we have imported. So like that we can see here. I don't want in trillions, we can make it in millions. Okay. So data labels, I don't want in values, in millions only we want. Okay. So now we have got this numbers and all. Now I want to make some kind of conditional formatting. If it is more than, if this is equal to more than 10,000 or more than here we can see 100, some millions. Okay. So if it is more than some millions, 300 millions, okay, you can see China. From China only we are getting a lot of things. Okay. And then the second country is USA. Third one is United Arab. So like that we are getting the data. So now if I want to see in the year 2014 what happened, so that's where we are using the slicer and all. Can you see that? Okay. So top 10 products also, let us put it side by side. Okay, let me try to copy and paste. So one time we have created, then we can reuse the same visual for another one. So here I'm using, instead of country, let us put the product only. So let me come to here. So let us remove the country, let us put the commodity. So which commodity? Commodity wise value. Okay. So in that, let me have only the top 10. So let us go to that. Again, commodity wise top 10. Okay, we want to find. So commodity wise, top 10 here. Happen. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. You can apply only one top 10. Yes, top 10 by total value, country wise. Okay, so let us keep it like this, not a problem. So we have total value by commodity. 1 minute. It's actually getting updated. So commodity wise, I want only the top 10. Okay, it's not accepting. Okay. Only one top 10, right? So we have got value by commodity. So we are having various kind of data. I think we can have top 5, top 10 also. Anyway, somewhere it is missing. Right. So now we are having the data with the petroleum products only. We are getting a lot of things. We are getting some kind of insights now. Okay. So I want to put some slicers in the top. So I want to find out country wise, commodity wise, quantity wise, and then I want to see the year wise. All the 4 I am trying to make it some kind of trick today. Now I want to tell. Okay. So please see this. So I want to insert a slicer. God, it takes much of time. Let me try to put it. I want to insert a slicer here. So the slicer should be some kind of list only. Okay. But let me put first of all the country, which country it is. Okay, so country, I want to make a list only. I want to drop down. Okay, so I don't want to occupy much space for this. Okay, slicer settings. So let's come to here. I want to make a drop down list so that it becomes very small. Okay, so all the countries now we are having. So this one can be reduced. And this one can also be reduced. Right. So country wise, Likewise, I am making commodity. So we can, one time we have created and then we can copy and paste. Okay. So first one is country. The next one is commodity. Okay. So, and then we will remove this country. We will use commodity. Okay. Never use this from data. So you always use from the dimension. That is also again important trick we have to use. So we have to create the dimension. Don't use a single table always. Okay. Create a model and then do it. That's a very important one. So commodity. Let me show you a very complicated model that we have in a real life. I have created. So let me try to show you. Okay. Then you can understand how important if you are getting from different sources like ERP and all. So many ERP products we try to import and then do this. So let us go for some kind of model. Okay. So 1 minute. Okay. So this is a kind of a model that I have created for a company. So can you see this? Such a kind of a complicated model like a PCB. You can see it here. From the data, so still further it is going on. Can you see this? Okay, we need not make like this. We can make into various pages also. But this one is for one single process. For accounts payable process only, this much of data modeling was required. So think about it. Such a kind of dashboards, Power BI is capable of doing it. Okay. So anyway, so let us again come back to our here. So country wise, commodity wise, I want to put the years also like this. So let me copy and put it. So years. Now let me tell you about some of the very simple tips. Okay. It's taking much time. Let me try to save this because everything is in the RAM. We have not even saved it. That's why it may take some time. So let me try to save this. And in Power BI, you save sometime because otherwise sometimes it may be lost. So let me come here. Case study 1. Okay, so let me again save it as case study. Okay, so here I am going to use the year. Okay, so now we have got country, commodity, year. So the very simple best practice is like this. You go to, first of all, country, commodity, year we have created. So go to view and then go to selection. Okay. So in this selection, you can just click it here. We have all the entire concept here. Okay, we can include all the cards and make a group. Okay, make it as a group. So all the cards I have made as a single group. Likewise, all the slicers also I have made as a single group. Okay, right click, made as a single group. So this group I can name it as slicers. And these two can be again grouped as even charts. Okay, so let us select this and made as a chart. So various charts. Okay, so if you select like this, that's really very nice because we can copy the slicers and then paste it in another page. Next page also we can do that. For example, go to the page. Now, if you copy only this selection, that's enough. Can you see this? And we can straight away, we can show all the slicers. If you want to show, we can show. Otherwise, we can remove it also. That's why it's very simple. So now let us try to copy the slicers. These are all very simple, basic tips only. If I go to page 2, here also I can create it, right? Just to paste all the slicers, that's enough. Now let us come back here. I want to make a kind of a slicing. I think you may be knowing about it. Okay? I don't want to tell much about this. So here I want to filter 2014-15, how much it was. Okay? Who is the top 10 country? So 15-16, who is the top 10 country? And 16-17, who is the top 10? Okay, like that we can see which is the top 10 country, how much it is. Okay? Here we can see what is the count and then count of commodities and all we are seeing. But anyway, so that's really a wonderful one, friends. Such a kind of a very simple one. I can put since it is a world map, we can use the world map also here. So I think we can use the entire world map. Let's go for basic. Okay. Right. I think for this, why there is country, there is no country, right? Okay. So now let us come for a new page here. I think very simple two charts we have created. Now let us go for animated. Okay, I want to make an animation. So let us go for slightly something better. So I go for animated chart. But before that, let us go for even our map chart. Okay, some filled map or map chart. Even Azure map also we can use that. Okay, this is the next one, Azure map. We can make use of it. Okay. Okay, so kind of storytelling. So let us come or stick with our theme today. So data visualization, I want to tell a story. So for gold only you take and then do it. Okay, that's better. But anyway, so let me try to add the country to the location and then total. See, this country I should not use. I should use this country. Okay. I'll remove this one actually. Let us put the country here. See all the countries, what is the total value? Bubble size. So now we can see from which country, how much it is. Okay. So any country we can see. I think this is which country. From this island also we have imported. Okay. Try to see that. So we have got the data from many countries like this. That's cool. And from which year? Okay. I can make this year from where? Okay. Like that. We can see. Anyway, that's cool. So this is a kind of a country wise that we are seeing. And what kind of analysis you want to do? For example, I want to make an animated one. Okay, let us create some animated one. So I want to go for something more visuals. Okay. So once I click the get more visuals, we are getting into Power BI store. So I want to search about animated. So here we can see so many animated ones. So we can use for animated bar racing, animated bar chart. So line dot chart, anything we can say, animated images and all. So now let us go through animated, maybe we can use animated bar race. And you can see it's entirely free also. Say it is priced free. And then we can try to do the top 5 countries year wise. Okay, like that we want to see. So let us try to add. So add this visual to our data or to our dashboard. Okay. Now I have got this chart. Let us put the animated bar chart here. Okay. And here you can see the chart period. Chart period, you can put the years. So here is your chart periods. And then, okay, so it is actually going towards it. But let me put the chart items and then chart values. Chart items are countries. And chart values are values. Okay, the value, total value. Okay, so now I want to go to the previous one. So next year, so let us go for some kind of animation with run the animation and then tick duration like that you are getting 250. Let us make it to 1 second. Okay, so it means every 1 second it will come like this. Okay, so for example, first one I'm running. So now you can see that how from China, which country is actually moving. Okay, Switzerland to Iraq. So something like that. Since we don't have much data, only 6 years data. Suppose I have monthly sales, okay? Monthly, 5 years monthly, then 60 months will be there. 60 months top 10 customers. Then really very easy, okay? Very simple. We can understand about it. Very, very nice chart. Okay, so a bar that is a what I can say. It's an animated bar chart. Okay? We can apply even the commodity, particular commodity. You can make a slicer and then do it. That's also cool. So I can apply a slicer here. So put a slicer for commodity. For gold, from where we have purchased. Okay, like that. Okay. So let me go for gold. So gold. Only for gold. Okay. We can see that Switzerland is the top one. And then we are getting from somewhere else. Okay, like this. And side by side, I want to see the quantity also. We can put a quantity also here. So that's also really very nice. Any doubts, please ask, friends. Okay. So I think we can move on to another case study here. That is also really an interesting case study. So various visuals are possible here. So maybe you may be knowing about tree map. So let us go for tree map also. Which country, how much it is, okay? So tree map chart. We can make it as a continent wise. So continent wise, country wise data. So that's where we are having the hierarchical data here. But I can put the commodity under say country category and then value here. So let me put the country from this place, countries and then value. So which country, which value? Okay, we can again use this as a chart. Okay, value derivatives. So now we can see China and which country we are getting lot. And if you select any year, any commodity, that also will be useful. Okay. But let me, since we don't have much of data here, I'll go for a new case study. Let me try to save this case study. And then I want to go for this data. Okay. So please see this data. How you can import this data. Okay. So gold loan. I want to see, once I have seen this, I was really, this is a kind of a storytelling I want to see. For example, which particular state is having and which particular period they have disbursed the loan, what is the minimum loan amount, maximum loan amount, count of the loans, and then what is the average loan they have given, grammage per gram, how much they have given. So since we have the gross weight of the ornament, we can easily find out, okay, so how many ornaments they have used. So like that, we can have so many kinds of data here. So that is why let us go for the new case study. So I want to quickly go through that. Okay. So because I want to take some, after that, I want some question session also. So let's go for new report. Once we are clicking the new, we can close this because it will take much of resources. So if you're not having minimum 32 GB of RAM, you can run only one instance of Power BI. Otherwise, it will be very slow. Let me close this. Again, let us open this. Okay. It's getting opened up. Okay, I think it's opened. Okay. So since my system is having only 16 GB or 8 GB, I think so. Okay, so now also I want to get the data, but I want to get the data from PDF files. Okay, so PDF is not mentioned here, so that's why I want to go for PDF here. More data. Okay. Even the list for that itself, it takes this time. It will come. Okay, so because it's going through the entire list of various connections possible in the data and then brings it. Okay. And in the meantime, let me tell about one particular visual in our language visuals. Okay, our language visuals can be easily brought in. Okay, so our language visuals, especially I want to tell about this visual, which is a Euler diagram. Okay. So I hope you may be knowing about this, okay, how a combination is working. Okay, like that, I have given to one client, he was very happy. And then I want to tell about another one. So when the data comes, I'll show you. Okay, this is a PDF. And another one I want to tell is about image. Okay, so images slideshow. Okay, so in Power BI image slideshow, how to import the image and all. That's really an interesting one. So let me show you at least one demo of it. But first of all, let us bring this PDF. So where is this PDF? This is the PDF file which is containing the entire data. So once I open it, the system is actually going through the entire data. And all the 108 pages, okay, there is a small trick for doing it in the case of PDF, how to import the data. That's a small trick. Okay, I'll show you. Usually people try to have multiple statements or multiple tables and then combine it, but don't do that. Okay? In Power Query, there's a very simple technique to import the PDF file. Multi-pages PDF file. So in the meantime, I will open another round. Okay, let it come. Let's go for again another instance. Okay, so I'll show you one ongoing project that I'm working on it. So there's a confidentiality information, but let me try to ask you to just to see the images and all. Okay. So this one I want to show to you. Let it come, I'll show you. A real life project. Real life project, how we are actually working on it. Okay, let me show you. So there are so many visuals which are free in the Power BI web store. So we can download those visuals and then start using it. That's one thing. And R visuals. So there are so many R visuals that can be brought into our Power BI. Since it is integrated with R, try to install R and then use it. Okay. Already there are these many charts available. First of all, you try to use all these charts. Then we can go for other charts. Okay. So please see this. This is a kind of a real life data model that you are seeing here. So this is about a car dealer. So is updating the data daily basis. Okay. So car sales, car models. I have imported the model images into the system and then various locations, sales executives, like that. Okay. This is a kind of a time. Time is also there. That's why we are having the date table concept. Okay. So already connected with the date table also. So this is the date table, time as a dimension. So here we have some snowflake schema. So snowflake schema means what? Fact table surrounded by dimension, further surrounded by further dimensions. Okay, like that we can do. Now let us come to the report view. So this is a kind of a report that we are showing to them. So anyway, I want to show you a particular thing. Okay. Since it's already, we have opened two things. Okay. So it's taking some time. This is a wonderful visual. Okay. So the visual I have used is this one. Okay. Let me try to search for it. Image slideshow. Image grid. So image grid is a wonderful thing. Can you see this? Okay. So which particular vehicle is sold? How much? Okay. I can see that this vehicle. Okay. If I'm clicking this, we can see the name of the vehicle here. So like that I have made pickup vehicle. And then here we can go and find out the XCV 700. And what about this one? Mahindra dealer. He's a Mahindra dealer. Okay. So here we can see the which particular car, how much it is and all. Okay. What is the total number sold? How much holding cost I had? All these aspects we are telling about it. Okay. For this period, how much is a capital investment I have made, something like that. Okay. So I can go through for entire data or a particular slicer. Okay. It is like a size of the car is being made as the size of the sales. Okay. So really very nice. So such a kind of creative ideas that we have to use it, and then entire image grid is free. Okay. And we have even salesman, team leader, location wise. For location wise also, I want to find, okay, so like that. That's really very nice, friends. Such a kind of tool we are having, and then visuals also we can apply. Let me come to this again, this image grid. So this image grid is coming here actually. Which particular car, from which location, which year. So like that, all these are slicers and all, we are properly utilizing it. Okay, that's it. Anyway, so image grid is a really interesting one. And how to bring the image itself is a very big trick. Okay, so for example, let me show you car images, okay, model images. So model images, if I am going to the data, you can see that I have made, see the model images. So can you see this entire data in the form of what the data image? Okay, can you see this? This is the entire JPEG file. The entire JPEG file I have brought inside into Power BI. So because of that, there is no requirement for any website. Okay, inside the data itself, we are having the images. So that is why system can take a text image format into a proper image format. Can you see that? That's really very nice. So Power BI is capable of doing so many things. Okay? Properly utilize that. That's a concept, right? So image grid, again, it's a wonderful thing. So let me try to close this. So at least we can still, it's going through the PDF files. It's taking some time. So, okay, we have got all the 108 pages here. Okay. So how to bring the PDF file? Very simple, friends. Select only the first table and then go for transform. So very simple trick only. How to import PDF files? A very simple trick. So first table only you import. And then usually you go from the forward, but now I am going from the backward. Okay. So instead of change type, promoted headers, navigation, here we are having all the tables. I don't want anything in the form of page. I want only a table. So table 1 to table 108. That's what I want. Okay. Then I can say right click, remove other columns. And you combine all the tables. So once you combine all the tables, now I am getting column number 8 up to column number 8. So even load more, the system may be loading up to column number 11. Okay. So once I press OK, the system has made all the pages. Okay. 108 pages combined together. Okay. Now let us make this column is actually, let us promote the header. So first row as the headers. How beautiful using the Power Query, right? So now it becomes date, loan amount, number of ornaments, gross weight of the ornament, and then auction date, auction place, branch address. Okay. We don't require the branch address and all, but we need the auction place. Okay. Which place it is. So now let me rename it as maybe the data. Now this is where I want to tell about getting data from different sources. This is one source. And I want to tell about another source. That is where we have to search for the data. Okay. For example, case study 2, I have seen that the entire loans. Okay. So the entire loan is given in the period of December only. So December month, they have given the loan. And in the February month of 2023, they have come for action. Please see how much fast these companies are. Okay. 1 year they are allowing. If you are not paying it, immediately they are selling out the gold. Okay. So that's a concept. Now let us go for this data. So I wanted to find out what is the gold prices during that period. So I'll import that data also. So I want to compare gold prices today, gold prices in the December month. Okay. So right click, I want to make a new query, Excel workbook. Where is the workbook? This is the workbook, gold prices. So now the system actually I have brought in the data. So this is a sheet. And it is actually having only every day. So what is the prices, gold prices, okay, morning prices. I can straight away import this data into Power BI. So this I can name it as even gold prices. And then another kind of data I have got from text or CSV, which is the city, towns, and list of districts. Okay. Once I press OK, see the power of this Power Query, friends. We have imported the state, district code, district, city name and all. So let us press OK. So to the maximum extent possible, I want to categorize the cities. I want to categorize the cities into states. Okay? So which state it is? If it is not available, let us not bother about it. If the city name is available, I have got the list from again from the same data.gov.in, various list of cities and then states. Okay, we have got it. So now let me try to combine these states and cities. I want to get the data from this. Okay, let me quickly go through, make a reference and places. Okay. I don't want to take much time. So let us take 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, let us try to rush up. Okay. So places, then I remove all the other columns. Let us remove the duplicates. So right click, remove duplicates. Okay, so I have removed the duplicates. If it is null, not a problem. So let us keep it like that. Anyway, so we have huge set of data here. Auction places, okay, various places we are having. So I want to combine, let us make it as uppercase. So transform uppercase. I want to make this auction place, I want to verify in the state. If the state is available, I want the state here. So right click. Again, I can make a merge query. Okay, I want to merge these queries. See how simply we can get the state here. Okay, auction place, and then we are having the cities and towns. So this place is equal to this place. I want to match. Okay, so I think that is not uppercase. That's why. So let us make everything as uppercase here. So then we can try to match. Okay, so let us go to places. I want to make a merge query and then connect with the cities. Okay, so this auction place with the city. Now the system matches at least 50%. 320 towns are matching. So let us try to put it. Okay. So here I want to expand only the state. Okay. I don't want anything else. I want only the state. Okay. Which state it is? So if the state is not available, we can omit it, not a problem. Let us make it as a null value and all. Not a thing. Okay. Let it be null. So now I want to okay. So now let us try to go for analysis now. So gold prices, city, everything we have. So let us say close and apply. So now only the data is getting loaded. So the system is actually evaluating the PDF file. Only from the PDF file and then other two files we are getting the data. Yes, friends, I think we can start asking any questions if you have. Today, the takeaway is like we can have some kind of animations and then image grid. I have talked about the Euler diagram into our using R language. And then I was talking about what getting the data from different sources like that. Okay. So any other particular point, if you want to ask, you can ask. Okay. Data modeling, we have talked. So instead of getting the data from an implicit measure, you go for explicit measure always. So that is another important idea I want to give it to you. Once you have completed all the visuals, we can go for themes. So we can change the themes.json. So to that level, we have to go. If you are seriously, you are thinking about a dashboard. Okay. So for your information, friends, for the past 2 years, I'm doing only dashboarding. So even other areas, I'm not even concentrating. Okay. So for clients, I'm taking only dashboarding. Okay. So that's why I'm saying there's a wonderful opportunities for us available. We are the right person to do it. If you are not taking the position, some X or Y is going to take up this opportunity. Okay? So grab the opportunity when it is available. Let it come. And any doubt, friends, want to ask? Time is very short for us. So in the recent versions of Power BI, we have some these features. Okay, let me go to tell about that. So some of the features, okay, let me tell you. This is a preview features are available, and the artificial intelligence thing is available. Row level security is available. So we can go to any level in this Power BI tool. I think this particular learning experience of this Power Query and Power BI, I think it takes months together. Okay? So seriously, we have to learn this and then do this. Okay? We cannot do it in a single class like this. Okay? Learning about Power BI and all. But anyway, so maybe you have already experiences and then various classes. I think you may be gone through. I think Deepika is here to tell about this Power BI. So she is a wonderful tutor in this tool. Best friends. So anything you want to ask, particularly, you can ask. It's actually taking some time. Otherwise, instead of that, let me show you. I'll say cancel. It takes much time, right? Okay. So I'll open this particular. I'll go to the gold loan. I'll open this one. Can you see this? Only 411 KB. That's the beauty of this. Okay. The file is only 411 KB. Okay. So anyway, so let me close this. Let me save this. Okay. As case study. I have not loaded anything. I'll share that file with you. Okay. Let me say don't save because it's taking much resources. I will show you what kind of data I have seen it. Okay. So I'll show you what to see. See, half an hour it was taking me for finding this kind of insights. Please see this. I have not gone for various visuals, but I want to see what is happening. Descriptive data analytics. Okay. So what kind of descriptive data analytics from this data? So let me show you. So I have gone through top 5 loans, loan amount by state, something like that. Okay. Half an hour it took me, friends. Just half an hour. It took me for creating this kind of dashboard, simple dashboard. So various scorecards I have created. Okay? So that's really very much useful for me. Top 5 loans. You can see that 28 lakhs, one person has got a loan. And then the lowest is actually top 5, 28 lakhs, 13 lakhs, 12 lakhs like that. And the topmost state is Rajasthan. And then it came to some Madhya Pradesh and all. And here we can see 39 crores, okay, 40 crores of loan amount is being auctioned. 1 month data of this company is about 40 crores for auction. Then how much is the total turnover? Think about it. And you can see total loan count, 5,179 accounts. And the average loan amount is 76,945. Gross weight they are going to sell 1,49,390 grams. All these are data storytelling. Can you see that? 1 month loan disbursement in for one company in India, they are selling how much gold? 1,49,390 grams. In other words, 149 kgs. Okay? Think about it. And I have made something as a net weight. Okay, the net weight can be easily made. So from the gross weight, 60% I have made as net weight. If I want to move, I can move. 50% is the net weight. I can easily change it. Okay, so that is a concept of parameter. We can make use of the parameters like this. So what is the net weight, gross weight to net weight ratio? We can check it up. 70% is the net weight. I can make it. And then minimum rate per gram, how much they have given. Okay. So 85 rupees they have given for a minimum rate, but maximum rate up to this 3,306 they have given. And the average rate they have given is 2,832. Weighted average rate is 3,810. Minimum loan is 5,000. Maximum loan is 28 lakhs. Today's price is this much. Minimum rate in December, it was like this. And what is the rate difference? 4,400 to 5,200 today. Okay, 1 year, the gold price have increased this much. And then total value of today's value. Okay, so today's worth is about 55 crores. The same gold, today's value is about 55 crores for the loan of 39 crores. Okay, the loan rate is only 8%, 8 to 9%, I think so. 9% for 40 crores, it comes to only, it is about 3 crores. But the value you are getting is about 55 crores. How much they will refund? I don't know. See the gold auction, when you're going for it, actually they are deducting so many charges, auction charges, that charges, advertisement charges, like that. Anyway, really, in half an hour, we have gone through, see these many measures. Okay. So various measures I have created. These many measures, friends, please see this. These many formulas. Okay. So I'll share this file if you want. Okay. So we can see this average loan, what I have done. Okay. So, and then average rate. And then like that, we have created maximum loan, minimum loan, maximum rate in the period. So something like that, I have find what is the today's price. So today's price I have given it as a number only. Today's value, what it is, okay, like that I have found. So once we have created some kind of data, okay, once I have got the data, we can also input the external data also, like gold prices. So that's what I'm telling. Okay, not only the internal data, we need some external data also, okay, to analyze the data and then tell the story. Okay, yes. So if you go to page 2, I have got the state wise, okay, which state it was more, which state it was less, something like that. It's coming. Just a minute. So Rajasthan is the highest loan. So here we are saying. And then Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, like that comes. Tamil Nadu comes as this place for Bajaj Finance Company. So yes, friends, I think we have got some kind of ideas today. So any doubts, please ask. Otherwise, we'll close the session, and please ask some questions. Okay, anybody asking any question, I am ready to answer.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Abhijit here, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, I want to just know what is the use, like what are the application of this Power BI in audit, like for internal audit purpose?
Okay, for your mainly for our internal audit purpose. Okay, that's what
yeah.
you're asking. So
yes, because while going through this session, I came to know that this will be more useful for decision making for the management to take the future decision, right?
Yes, sir.
But what about we are doing the audit for post facto, like we are doing for last year audit?
Okay. See, internal audit, if you are going for it, for example, 5 years data you have to compare. Okay. So definitely you have to compare 5 years data and then current year data. That's also you have to do. Okay. So that is where we can make use of this Power BI, sir. See, last 5 years, I will already adding. I will already add. And then I will go for the current year data. Next year, 6 years data plus this year. Okay, like that. So it's like an accumulation of data can be very easy, first of all. And then number 2, the time intelligence, very, very important. Okay, the time intelligence, okay, the trend analysis and all. So example, I think the trend, I think here I cannot create it, but anyway, so there's a date column. So if I'm having a date table like this, so we can try to make a trend analysis. Let me try to show you. Okay. So I'm trying to find every day how much the loan they have given. Okay. So let us try to make, and then next month, how they will do it. Okay. So a fraud, or maybe not only a fraud, maybe any kind of forecasting, we can do it in Power BI. So let me put the date in the x-axis and put the loan amount in the y-axis. Okay. So now I can see that maybe 5th December, 12th December, like that it goes. If I am having the date as the column, then I can go for data analytics here and then make a trend line. Okay. So I can switch on the trend line, how it will go for the next month. And not only that, we can go for even the, I think the forecast for this one is also available. Forecast. Okay, this is the forecasting. We can do it for with the conference interval and all. So forecast for next few months. Okay, like that we can do. So since we don't have any seasonal data here, we are not seeing the seasonality. But if you are having season, then we can see the seasonality also here. December month it will be more, it will be less. So something like that we can find. So any month we can find out any day what will be the forecast. Okay, like that. The system is actually making a simple forecast. So like this. So many kinds of data, instead of seeing it in the form of table, you can convert into visual and then see it. Okay. Example, correlation. Okay? Correlation is a very, very important number. Every audit point we have to see. For example, monthly purchase, monthly sales, monthly production, monthly wages, monthly ESI, and then monthly power cost should be having a correlation, right? When you are increasing the purchase, definitely there should be an increase in wages. When there is an increase in wages, definitely there should be an increase in machine cost, okay? Maybe the power cost. So if it is not there, April month, wages is improved, wages is increased, but not power cost, then there is a problem. So such a kind of things we can easily identify using data. And very important usage of Power BI is design once, use anytime. So design only once. We are designing only once. From the next month onwards, I can put the data and then see that. Okay, that's why it is very much useful. Anywhere you can do this, sir. That's why we are trying to use it. Sir. I hope I have answered this. Yes.
Okay, sir. Got it.
And I am telling about the various models. For example, we were using this Benford law. I hope you may be applying the Benford law to find the frauds. And another important thing, 5 models. I think we are having some fraud models today. Instead of doing that, we are having this Montier C's score, and then various scores are available, right?
Right.
Ultimate Z score is there. So many scores available that we can make use of it, sir. One
Okay,
time you design it, sir. One time you design it and then make use of it. That's the point.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Thank
anybody
you.
else, friends? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, friends, anybody else want to ask any question? Yes, friends. Whether the host is available, sir? Do you have anything you want to add? Can add. Deepika, are you here? I think Deepika is not here.
Check, sir.
Yes, friends. Anybody else asking any question? Otherwise, we can wind up the session.
Sir, can you just share this model or for our
Yes. I'll
so-
share this file. So can I share it to the mail? Okay, as I have done it in the previous. I think you have got the case study, right? That data file. I'll share this one. Okay, this is the folder. I'll share it. Okay, so the classroom notes, today's notes. So this is the notes I have prepared, right? This also I will share it with you, and then along with this folder. Okay, I'll share the today's folder. Okay, so this is the case study file, Power BI file, and this also I will share the gold loan Bajaj. Okay, this also I will share.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll share it to the person, host. He will share it with you. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you can share it through the email, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything else, friends? Otherwise, we can close the session. I'll upload now itself and then share it. Okay, I can give it in the link also. That will be better. I'll give my number if you want to note down. I can give it. Okay, so okay, somewhere I will note down.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Ratna sir. I just
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to ask whatever models we applied, whatever the steps we applied to, let's say, a series of Excel sheets, right?
Yes,
And if
sir.
we want to use the same model, save it for for some other files, how do
Yes.
we save only that model and not applications to that Excel sheets?
The data you don't want to upload, only the model.
Yes, correct.
That's what you are saying, right?
Yes, correct.
Only the model. Then save it as a Power BI template, sir. Just to save it as a template. Okay? So all the queries will be saved, but not the data.
Not the Excel files.
So save as, you save this as template files. Power BI template file, where data will not be saved, only the query.
Okay.
So that query we can update later. That's all it is.
Okay. That solves my question. Thank you so much.
So this is my number. If you want to contact me, you can contact me. And this is my email ID. That also I put it. Okay. In the future, if you have any doubt or whatever it is, you can share. Okay, I'll share this file. IIA Chennai. Okay, so let me try to put it as a zip file. Let me go to OneDrive and then share the link. 1 minute, I'll share. Okay. Okay, this is the post file. Post.
Okay, sir.
So let me try to say, share this link. So this is the link. So if you want to, I hope you have got the link, so you can download from here. So let me put it again. Okay, for all the hosts and panelists.
Yes,
So hope everybody has got it, friends. The link. You can click on that link and then download this file, 9 MB file. Entire session, everything is available. Thank you.
I can send it to all the registered
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, okay, that you can do, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, friends, for being with me today evening. So let us meet again in another session, exclusively for any other particular thing we can do, and then do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, sir.
Rathinagiri,
Thank
sir,
you, sir.
for
Thank
providing
you.
a very interesting session.
Thank you.
Also, thank all the participants who attended this session. By tomorrow, we will share that YouTube recording with the edited thing and share through the registered email, as well as I will share in 15 minutes all the post-session documents, 1.5 document to your email.
Sir, your email is rathnagiri at
At
gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
At gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, rathnagiri at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I am Agesh.
Okay.
I will get in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice,
See, can you give some kind of feedback also? Okay, how you are feeling about this class? I think it's very basic one.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's good.
Not-
It's basic thing, but it's very good and it's inputs to the youngsters and even the elders experience. Very mind-blowing sessions.
Thank you, sir.
We
Thank you.
can keep on discussing this Power BI, many
Yes, yes,
things
yes.
on that.
Yes,
And
yes.
we can please we are looking for another session in totally Power BI. We take Power BI separate as a full session.
Yes, yes. We can
interested
take a
people.
particular case study and then do it, sir. Everybody is having that Power BI and then start doing it. That would be better. So that we can have a mind-charming session. We can do that. Yes. Yes, sir.
Complete tool and understanding the tools, how to use it, where to use it, and when it is applicable. And for other things like storytelling and all this, how we have to do it. And,
see, for storytelling, as I
what
told you,
context
we
we
need
have to use this and
yes, sir.
this type of things, full-fledged Power BI analysis.
Yes, sir. Sir,
And
curiosity and
separate.
creativity, sir. Very important, sir. Curiosity, creativity. We go to watch the data. So wherever data is available, we try to put it and then try to use it. Okay, that's what it is.
And another thing is that the queries like the Python and all these, nowadays we can put the chat GPT and all this, that talks is going on. how
Yes,
to
yes,
use
yes.
instead of struggling ourselves, get it done from chat GPT and all this. And is whether it's valid, the algorithm they are using is valid for analysis. Will it give a good result or a reliable result? All these things are coming out. Please
See.
do some research on that and come out with some solution.
See, we can
That
use
was some
ChatGPT,
guidance.
sir. We can use ChatGPT, but we must know what to do first. Then only we can ask the artificial AI
No,
to
no, I'm
do.
talking about the review of the outcome. Whether
Yes,
it
yes,
is
yes.
a reliable algorithm and they are using it, how to arrive at the conclusion. That is our part,
Yes,
our
yes.
responsibility.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And
That's
in
what I'm
that
saying.
context, please do some research on how to do that and come up with automation on data analysis also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in future, next sessions, like this
Yes,
is my
sir.
suggestion.
Definitely. Definitely, sir. Definitely. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being with me today. See you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.